So it's finally time. Welcome to the final episode of BanG. It's my go. Now, I've been dreading this, but I've also been looking forward to it. I want to see how they wrap it up, at least this season. Because obviously we know that the story is not wrapped up. We saw Saki planning up a new, basically just a new entire story arc, right? With a new team, like just inviting all of the Avengers to join her team, saying some pretty interesting lines. Which I'm gonna go into more of the characters at the end, just because I want to see how they close it up, and then I'm gonna talk my thoughts on the characters. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it as well. I'm just gonna go roughly around it. But yeah, anyways, I'm really excited to see if this episode is gonna be more so about Saki and her endeavors, or if it's gonna be more so about MyGO, right? Which was officially named MyGO in the previous episode, which is really cool. And you guys did also say that there were like multiple interpretations of the title and stuff like that. All of them sounded really cool. So that was nice to see. I feel like this anime definitely has like a lot of thought and a lot of heart put into it. So that's always really cool to see. So I am so curious to see how they wrap up this season. And then also another thing, you guys did say that there's like a PV for Ave Mujica, right? Which is the continuation or the second season of this. So I am going to check that out tomorrow for a new video, because I actually wasn't planning on releasing a BanG video tomorrow because I have some things to do. But I guess I can do a quick one just checking out the Ave Mujica PV, right? So that's gonna be the only BanG video tomorrow, and then hopefully Saturday should be Pastel Live. That's it, Pastel Live, and then Sunday. Maybe, I'm not sure, probably Sunday is gonna end up being the first part of Garapa Pico and so on, and then towards the end of next week we're gonna be finishing up all of BanG, and probably like Sunday or Monday this week / Monday next week I'm gonna be putting out a poll for the replacement for BanG on my channel. So that's all I wanted to say about it. As I said, I'm gonna talk more about the story after I finish this episode, so without further ado, let's go into BanG It's My Go, episode 13.
では日曜10時に担当の者がお伺いいたします。お時間をいただきありがとうございました。
Is she part-time work? Doing part-time work at the call center? Another thing I want to... Oh, shit. Okay, I'm pausing 30 seconds in. So she's doing part-time work. So obviously we see that she needs some kind of money, right? Or she needs to work. She's not like a rich girl like Mutsumi is. Which, I feel like, I don't know why, but I did assume that she was a rich girl, right? Maybe it's because she used to go to Tomori and because she dresses a bit like posh and stuff like that. But she's not. She's not. Like, a lot of her actions that we've seen actually don't... Or I think she tries to come off as a rich girl, but she's not, right? We also saw that with... Jesus, the names. The girl from the previous episode who had a meeting with Saki at the end. I forgot, the influencer. She also kind of insinuated that she's wearing like some cheap outfits, and now this. So we can see that Saki is actually not that well off, or at least she needs to work for her money, which is interesting. Mutsumi obviously really rich.
すでに他のメンバーは揃いましたよ。残るはあなただけ。入る。
Okay.
後戻りはできませんわよ。うん。先が壊れそうだから。いいご身分ですわね。ごめん。心配は結構。弱い私はもう死にました。
Oh no! We're going from one dysfunctional band to another. No! Please.
抹茶パフェ5。
おー、タキちゃんも座って。
ライブの打ち上げだから。
もういい。
さすがにバイト中は。
待って待って。
なんで
ダメ。
Cute! Look at Rana!
リリコさんいいって。
Aww!
もういい。
Rana is...
だから。
Man.
ゆるすぎでしょここは。
それじゃあ飲み物も。
The gremlin of the group.
私切る。
先日のライブは時間ない中、衣装もできたし、新曲もできたし。アイス溶けるから早くして。じゃあともりん、一言挨拶。
ライブって一瞬で。でもあの時の気持ちや眩しさは確かにある。そういう一瞬一瞬をたくさん重ねたら一生になるんだと思う。
そうだね。
ともり、
一瞬一瞬で一生か。あんまり想像つかないな。
おい、
だって一生だよ。本当に死ぬまでバンドするつもり？そう。じゃあみんな健康に気をつけないと。じゃあこれリッキーね。
That's nice.
2がすごいもん。
That was kind of a nice
健
affirmation.
康にいいらしいよ。
Oh, I think that look was a bit.
もう写真あげてる。
That was a bit of a sus look, but still.
じゃあともり。
タキちゃん、今日はともりちゃん、私が送ってくから。
またね。ちょっと。はあ。
Poor Taki. Oh no, not the bridge again.
ともりちゃんち、あそこだったよね。みんなでスタジオ行くとき、いつもここで待ってた。さきちゃん、ずっとともりちゃんの話してたよ。ともりの歌詞のここがいいとか、こういう意味なんじゃないかとか、正直わかんなかったな。私ね、ともりちゃんの歌詞前から苦手だったんだ。なんていうか、いつもむき出しでしょ。
And she's so
さきちゃんは
close
ともりちゃんの叫びだって言ってたけ
and
ど、
so calculated.
多分私の叫びでもあったの。気づくまでずいぶんかかっちゃった。さきちゃんに自己中だって言われた時もすぐには分からなくて。そうだよね、今まで向き合ってなかったんだもの。周りに受け入れてもらおうと必死で、でも優しくしようとしてするのは偽善者じゃないかとか考え出すと死にそうになるから考えないようにしてた。だからね、ともりちゃんとバンドするってそういうのと向き合うってことだから結構やばいんだよ。じゃあね。
そうちゃん。
私多分一生クライシックなこと
That's fine. You don't need to
忘れられない
forget your
よ。
experiences as long as you are able to. Moving on from something doesn't mean
私も。
you need to forget it.
夏の甲子園を目指す高校球児の戦いが
ともり
いよいよ
おかえり
開幕です。
ただいま。
今年の東京大会に出場するのは東が100。
部室行く？ん？
Finally?
さきちゃん。さきちゃん、これ お幸せに。
Damn, that's cold. That's cold.
これ可愛くない？アイスみたい。ほら、トモリー。トモリー、セオリン来るまでまだ時間あるよね。本当に空飛んでるみたい。はい、あげる。前いっぱいもらったから。
Oh, man. Anon is the best, man. I love Anon so much.
私も年パス作ろうかな。
She's grown so much during the series.
絆創膏貼れたらいいのに。
Oh. Oh.
だね。私は貼ってもらったよ。
Look at this. Look at her.
前に慰めてくれたでしょ。私が中学の同級生に見つかって。
あの時は夢中で。
あとさ、屋上でさ、あれも結構刺さった。あとさ、
そんなに。
ちょっといいこと言うから聞いて。
はい。
あれ、バンド一生やるってやつ。私も頑張ってみる。一生って途方もないけど、一瞬一瞬の積み重ねだったら案外いけるのかもなーって。正直自信ないし、わめいたりするかもだけど、迷いながら進めばいいんだもんね。何？
よろしくお願いします。
ともりんかわいい。頑張ろう。
ありがとう。
以上で本日のプログラムが終了です。
Okay.
段差がございますので、お足元にお気をつけ。
Okay, let's see. This is gonna be our new vocalist.
うわ、リッキーから連絡来てる。あれ？怒ってる。ともりちゃん、また会えたね。ともりちゃんだよね。前ここで、歌って伝わる気がするよね。スミミのウイカ。すみません、オフですよね。スミミのこと知っててくれて嬉しい。優しい。本当に優しいんだ。
She really likes Sumi, right?
嬉しい。
アナちゃん知ってる人？
前教えたでしょ。ほら、初めて
Yeah, I remember
カラオ
this
ケ行った
sang
時。
their songs.
もう、それでよかったから。伝わった？
Aww.
よかった。知り合い？この間プラネタリウムでね。バンドやってるの？ギター。ともりちゃんも？
私は歌。
MyGO でMyGOって言うんですけど、
MyGO
よくないですか？迷子でも前へ進めって意味なんですけど、フォローしていい？QR コード出せる？
Can we see it? Oh.
それじゃ。
I thought they were gonna do like a QR code that leads you to like their
て
website.
か言ってよ。でもウイカのこと知らなかったんだもんね。でもウイカ、ともりんの名前知ってたね。
言ってない気がする。
Ah! Wait.
G レーブまでお願いします。やっぱりサキちゃんの。はい。
ミスミさん、今どちらですか？東尻浜であと30分ですが。
今向かってる。ちょっと星を見てたんだ。
星ですか
The only one I can trust is myself. When she said I went to look at the stars, was that supposed to be like a double entendre? Because she like saw Tomori and Anon as well. Because they're shining, they're the stars. I feel like that's a little bit of a double entendre there. That's good. Ave Mujica! What is Ave Mujica? I was guessing this is their band, but I'm not sure.
おはようございます。おはようございます。
Because I know that the second season is gonna be called Ave Mujica.
おはようございます。
祐天寺さんは？
ステージです。ドラムの調子を確認したいそうで。
そう。すぐ戻ります。
こんにちにゃむにゃむ。
Nyamu, that's
今
her
日は
name.
アベムジカのお披露目ライブ。
Okay, so they are Ave Mujica.
マスカ
Okay.
レードです。本番は仮面つけちゃうからレアだよね。今日めちゃくちゃ肌調子。
ライブ配信ですか？
配信じゃなくって、
Okay, good.
動画。
個人的な撮影は禁止とお伝えしたはずですが。
こういう舞台裏は撮っておいた方がいいんだって。
True. I agree with Nyamu here.
必要ありません。
うん、
素顔を晒せばアベムジカの世界観が壊れ
Ah,
ます。
wait.
舞台の上で
Ah.
はあなたはアモーリスよ。
アモーリスね。
Hmm.
ねえオブリビオニス。
Amoris
なんで私
Oblivionis.
に愛って意味の名前をつけたの？
え
ちょっと。
メアン
先ほどの動画を消していただけますか？そうでなければお返しできません。
分かったから。このママパパに会えると思ったんだけどな。絶対ご挨拶したいから今度家に遊びに行っていい？あれ、ムーコ聞いてる？
ニャムちゃん、ムツミちゃん、ギターの練習したいんじゃないかな。
へえ、じゃあウイコんち行っていい？
いいけど。
やったー。
ウイコって？
名前にコがつくの可愛くない？ウイコ、ムーコ、ウミコ。
時間です、ニャムコ。
Nyamko.
私はニャムチ。
一人だけ血ですか？
Those three feel like they have like a pretty fun
ええ
chemistry.
では本番よろしくお願いいたします。
はい。サキちゃん、お疲れ様。
And then we have the two
任せちゃえばいいのに
Kraishi girls.
戸川さんが葬式を取っている以上、そういうわけにもいかないでしょう。
皆さんこちらをお忘れなく。焦りや後悔はすべてここへ置いていって、舞台に上がれば信じられるのは我が身一つ。楽しみましょうなどと綺麗事は申しません。私たちは所詮同じ穴の無地なですから。
Damn.
無事な。
つまり共犯者といったところでしょうか。
やばー。
では参りましょう。アベムジカ。
Alas, my love, you to me wrong to cast me of this catastrophe. For I have loved you so wrong, dear riding in your company.
あなたお歌が上手ね。
僕の友達が好きな歌なんだ。
そう。あなたもマスカレードに行くのね。
お姉様。
いけない。月がもう。
あ、待って。
This is sick. Okay, this is kind of sick. It's also really unsettling.
ここは
It almost has a bit of a horror vibe, like a dollhouse vibe.
おや、新入りがまた一人。
まだかすかに人間の匂いがついていますね。
昨日まで抱きしめて眠ったのに、今日は別の誰かを抱きしめてる。人間って残酷。ねえ、私が抱きしめてあげよっか。
おやめなさい。
だって
人間の匂いがついたらもらい手がつきませんよ。
やだ、困る。
もらい手？
あら、そのためにいらしたのではなくて？
ここはね、捨てられた人形たちが集められた。
捨てられた人形？
おや、自覚がないタイプで。
いるよね。人間に話しかけられて自分もそうだって思っちゃうのが。
僕が人形だって？だって僕は生きてるじゃないか。君たちも。
それは今宵の月が特別だから。ようこそロフトムーンへ。この月の光で私たちはかりそめの命を宿しているのですわ。
そんな、信じられない。
あなたお名前は？
僕は
覚えていない？ではあなたの元の持ち主は？お友達でしたっけ？
Isn't there like a story from... Is it from Hans Christian Andersen? where there are dolls that only come alive during like a full moon or something like that, or maybe it was only at night or something like that. Wasn't there a story from, I think it was a Hans Christian Andersen story like that. It reminds me a lot of that, but with a bit of a more like creepy and mysterious vibe, even though that story
随
can
分
be a
と
bit
長い
creepy.
間名前を呼んでもらえてなかったようですね。
無理に思い出さない方がよろしくてよ。きっと呪い殺してしまうから。
そんなことしないとも限らない。
Oh, nice camera work.
でもあんたを捨てた。
人形にとっての死は何かご存知？
捨てられること。
火あぶり。
それは魔女。
愛されないこと。
ええ、それも一つ。
This
でも
reminds me of
一番
Ave
辛い
Mujica.
死は忘却ですわ。
This reminds me of Ave Starlight a lot.
死んだの。ここは
What
僕
is
た
the
ちの
death
墓場。
いいえ、
stage girls?
言ったでしょ。私たちはかりそめの命を宿した
This is
と。
sick.
つまりは復活。今こそ復権の時。
そして新しいお友達に祝福を。
さあ、マスカレードの前にかりそめの名を与えましょう。モーティス、
Mortis?
死を恐れる。
Wow!
ティモリス、
我恐れることを恐れるなかれ。
Timoris.
アモーリス、
我愛を恐れるなかれ。
オブリビオニス、我忘却を恐れるなかれ。ドロリス、
我悲しみを恐れるなかれ。
That's cool. That's a hard entrance. Oh fuck, that's actually kind of really cool.
Ave Mujica の世界へ。
Saki!
不可逆な生命のあらすじへと終焉の杭を打つの。首をかしげコンクリート愛想笑ドールたちが紡ぐストーリー。三日月の船で音楽の花をちぎって星に変えて得してあげる。重爆なの救済なの心闇に捧げよう。アベムジカ奇跡を日常に ちてゆくのアベムジカ戻れないところまで大丈夫何も怖くないわ始めようあなたとアベムジカ奇跡を日常にアベムジカ慈悲を与えましょうこの右手あなたが掴むなら漆黒の閲楽の宿命は産声を上げ
やばー、うちらもうトレン
There's 1 minute left. I'm just gonna let it
閲
play
覧ラ
out.
ンキングも1位ですね
お疲れ様。事務所の人がむつみちゃんのギター褒めてたよ。
まだ速報的なものか
さきちゃんも車を用意していただきましたので2人ずつ乗ってくださる？
あー、さきこもう着替えちゃったの？写真撮ろうと思ったのに。
祐天寺さん、仮面バンドの自覚をお忘れなく。
へ
戸川さんは
少しほてりを冷ましたいので電車で帰りますわ。
じゃあ私も。
ウイカ、あなたは有名人の自覚がなくて困ります。ではお先に失礼。
打ち上げはまた今度にしようか。
Sumimi. Ave Mujica. Oh, fuck me.
ただいま、クソ親父。
You know, there were about like... There's so many things that just clicked in my head right now. There's so many things that just fell in place. Like, there's so many pieces that I was thinking about that with this one scene, and even though I was earlier talking about how it doesn't seem like she's like a rich girl, it seems like she actually has to work for a lot of her things. I still, until this scene, I still didn't have the things click in my head. Partially, it clicked in my head, but there's still many things that we don't know about Saki, so I don't know everything about her. So okay, but this is exactly the reason why I was waiting to talk about all of the characters until the series was over, because right now this scene at the end made me change my opinion on Saki quite a bit. Not fully, it didn't 180 or anything like that, but it made me consider Saki's situation a bit more. So okay, first of all, I don't remember the last time I was this invested in a song performance. That was one of the most engrossing song performances that I've seen in anime, period. I don't know what it was about it, like from the sound to the entire cinematography, the lyrics, just the costumes and the color palette of it was absolutely great. And I think they did a great job on showcasing Saki's keyboard, right? I feel like Saki's keyboard was shining a lot in that song, even though the keyboard is not usually the instrument that you hear them, like that's the most prominent one in a performance. I would say it's pretty rare. It's kind of like the bass, right? Where it's pretty rare for you to be really noticing the bass over the other instruments. But I feel like even though all of them were incredible, I feel like the keyboard definitely shone through in this performance. And it was absolutely incredible. Also, Uika's voice, Jesus Christ, what an incredible vocalist. I feel like now that we've seen all of it, I can, without spoilers, just go and check out MyGo on my anime list and check out who the VA... I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna know most of the VAs, so I don't think it's gonna help me out at all. But I just want to see who voices Uika, just in case. Sasaki Riko. Just in case. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I thought so. I do not know her at all. Yeah, I don't know her at all. But, okay, interesting. She's incredible. Anyways, do we go into a full-on discussion now? this was a really, really surprising series. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, I can say that this was definitely a surprising series for me. I was hyped up going into this because you guys were hyping this up from the day we started the first season of BanG, right? You were hyping this one up, and I was like, damn, it must be really good, right? It must be just basically, it must be them taking everything that they've learned in the original BanG, or like in even Morphonica, and just perfecting it in MyGO if everyone's been talking about it so much. So I was like, yeah, let's go, let's fucking go. I'm so excited about it. And I saw Morphonica and I was like, oh, I'm guessing it's gonna be kind of like Morphonica with all of the pretty visuals, but just longer, right? And Morphonica was like good vibes with some drama, but it wasn't like really dark or anything like that. And then, or Morphonication, I should say. Whoa, do you hear the thunder outside? It's a bit of a thunderstorm. Sorry about that if you hear it. And then we went into MyGO, and everything, starting with the opening scene up until like episode 10, the vibes were just off. The vibes, it was an incredible story, but man, the vibes of every character was just off. So let's go into the characters now. I want to talk about each of the characters. Just briefly, because I feel like I said a lot of the things that I wanted to say about some of the characters. So, Anon, who I first thought she was gonna be the main character, I don't think she's any more of a main character than Tomori. I would say Tomori and Anon are the ones that were featured the most. But yeah, she's not nearly as much of a main character as, let's say, Kasumi was. That's what I thought Anon was gonna end up being, right? I thought she was gonna be the Kasumi of this generation. Nope. So Anon, definitely we saw from the beginning that she was really selfish, and I did say it multiple times, but I said I'm gonna wait until her backstory to kind of talk about it. And I feel like she's one of those characters where we saw why she was selfish, right? She got ahead of herself. She really tried to push herself to even greater heights, and she realized that she bit off more than she can chew, and she ended up failing because of it, and she just fell back, right? Luckily she had a safety net, but still falling all the way from, like, when you're trying to run and reach your goal and then falling off those stairs and falling into your safety net right at the bottom still is gonna hurt a lot. And it's gonna hurt to try and get back up and try and reach for something again, but she managed to find something. She was struggling to at least get back to, you know, the mindset of, I want to be recognized, I want to stand on stage, I want to be in the limelight, right? Or the spotlight. And she made an effort to, you know, get back on her feet. And for some time, it was really still selfish of her, the way she was handling it. She didn't really care about other people. We saw how she brushed off a lot of Tomori's worries. She was like, oh, that sucks, I guess, and stuff like that. She didn't say that literally, but I'm paraphrasing a bit. But yeah, we saw her be pretty insensitive at times and pretty selfish at times, but she definitely grew just immensely. From, like, I don't know, halfway in the series, she started growing a lot, and she realized, you know what? I don't think it's right for me to write off just everyone like that. And she kind of, even though she still is faulty, right? She's far from perfect. She's a teenager. I feel like she definitely realized that even if I don't necessarily if I can still go for my dreams without, like, hurting other people around me, and I think she found a way to do that, and she definitely grew a lot as a character. That's all I wanted to say about Anon. I really, really like her. I feel like her character growth was great. I feel like she's still not perfect, but she's been improving a lot from episode to episode, right? So that was always satisfying to see. Then let's go to Taki. Taki was the character that we got to see the least of. Well, her and Rana, I guess. Her and Rana we definitely got to see less of when it comes to, like, individually showing their character. But even so, it feels like she was a really interesting character, right? Once again, far from perfect. She was selfish in a way that all she wanted was to play together with Tomori, and she didn't really care about the things happening around her as long as she could play with Tomori. She didn't care if other people, like, she never really was actively doing anything that I would classify as like toxic or bad towards other people. I feel like she still was well, I guess she was pretty rude to Anon, but I feel like that was more so like because she genuinely wanted to protect Tomori and stuff like that. And also just because they had a bit of a clash. So I feel like that was more, that wasn't like in a toxic way. That was more so just like a bit of a butting heads, you know. But that's cool. But yeah, I think Taki definitely just wanted to vicariously vent her emotions through Tomori, right? Because she felt so strongly about Tomori's lyrics, and she related to them so strongly that she wanted Tomori to be her, to vicariously let out those emotions for her, right? Which was really interesting. That's such an interesting concept, you know, for a character. I've never seen that before. How a character can relate to a music so hard that they, I guess that's not that uncommon, actually. It's like when you listen to a song that just perfectly encapsulates your feelings. It's like how basically Nina felt when she listens to, if this is a band, Girls Band Cry reference again, how Nina felt when she listens to Diamond Dust and stuff like that, right? Or just when anyone who really finds that song or that group that just encapsulates their feelings perfectly, and you just vicariously vent out your emotions through those songs, through those artists, right? And that's what Taki did. That she just wanted to vicariously express her emotions through Tomori's singing. And yes, she did. She obviously was taking advantage of the situation presented in front of her, but I would definitely say that she still had quite a bit of self-awareness when it came to what was a morally correcting and what wasn't. Once again, she wasn't perfect, but I feel like she was one of the more interesting characters when it comes to like one of the more unique characters when it comes to the band. I feel like she was I've never seen that kind of character that was so adamant about wanting to vicariously express their emotions. I would say that even though I compared her to Nina, I think she's very, very different as a character from Nina. I think that's the only element that they kind of share. And then let's go to Rana, because I'm saving the big ones for last. Let's go to Rana. We didn't get to see much about her past and like how she became that good, but I feel like it's not really needed, just because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Because she's the granddaughter of Owner. I forgot her name. You guys did tell me her name and her stage name and her like band. I forgot it. But it's easier to call her Owner. I feel like everyone's been calling her Owner, so I'm gonna do it as well. Yeah, I feel like it was only the natural path for her to become this good. She's incredible. She's grown on me so much. At the beginning, I did say that it's like really my pet peeve when people are not showing up when you, like, if you have something like an activity or like something that you want to take at least semi-seriously and you set a time for it, you kind of make a plan for it, and then one person doesn't show up on like a regular basis. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. Or they're always late. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. And I thought I was really gonna dislike Rana because of that, but she really quickly changed that, or not changed, but she didn't change, but the environment around her changed, and she decided, okay, now this is worth my full attention, my full effort, right? Because the reason she wasn't showing up is because, well, she would only show up if it was interesting for her. So that would mean if the cogs were turning, if the band was running, and was like good vibes, and let's go, let's express our emotions, let's sing our songs, then she would be interested. But if the band was like crashing down and like doing like a like full-on car crash with the horrible vibes that it had, then obviously it's hard to blame her for not showing up, right? It would be hard to practice anything in that kind of atmosphere. So I've grown to like Rana. And do I want to say that she's my favorite character out of MyGO? She's up there. I think Tomori is like my favorite, just because she's the most. Let's talk about Tomori. Here we go. This is gonna be a segue to Tomori. Tomori is the most. I feel like she's the most innocent. She's the most I don't want to say like she's the victim, but I feel like she's been done dirty the most in the entire show, and not by the show, but by the circumstances in her life around her. And I feel like it's been devastating to watch her story, but also extremely uplifting, because even though she never had like some kind of secret agenda. She never, I feel like talking about her life story makes me emotional, man. She never had like a secret agenda that she was planning like a lot of, like most of the others did. She never really had anything that she was covering up and being like, oh, I wanna, let's do this, she wasn't taking care of the situation. She just wanted to express her emotions somewhere on stage, and she wanted a place where she can feel comfortable doing that, and a place that she can feel like she has like the support to do that as well, right? And she wanted a place where she can belong. So just because of that, I feel like she was the person with the purest intentions, right? And she the amount of work she put in the, was it like episode 10, was it 11, 10, the episode where she actually actively decided, you know what, I am going to be proactive here. I am going to go sign up for the stage. I'm going to go up on stage and just try and vent my emotions, even if there's no one around me. I am going to go on stage and I'm gonna vent. I'm going to talk about the things that are inside me right now, just because I don't want to be, I need a place to direct those thoughts, right? Direct those emotions. And then Rana helping her out, being that supportive pillar that she needed, and bringing the bands together effectively by doing that. That was absolutely, that made me love Tomori so much. She's an incredible character. And just because of that, I feel like, I know it's a safe choice. I'm pretty sure that Tomori is gonna end up being like a fan favorite, I'm guessing, just because she feels like such a safe choice, because she's the person who had the least things to hate about her, right? But I just can't not say that she's, I just have to say that she's my favorite. I think it's the only fair thing. I think she is my favorite as a character. Yeah. And then are we finally at Soyo? We're finally at Soyo, aren't we? Damn. I've been dreading this. Okay. Let's talk Soyo. I'm not gonna repeat everything that I said in the previous episodes. If you haven't seen episodes, I don't know, was it like 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there, the Soyo episodes. My opinion on Soyo has been modified a lot. It definitely has been modified, molded. I think I've been a bit influenced by the comments because, I mean, Soyo seems like she's very controversial, even in the community. I feel like she's definitely the character that I've seen people, not dislike the most, apart from maybe Saki. But I've also seen so many people love her. So, my thoughts on her. I think, okay, I'm not gonna go over everything that she's done and her backstory because I already did that, but how I feel about how she handled the entire situation. I think it was incredibly well done how the girls accepted Soyo, even though she never apologized, even though she never showed like some severe regret. She did show with her like facial expressions and stuff like that. We saw that she still feels guilty and uncomfortable being around them and looking them in the eyes, right, because of what she's done. I just wish that she, not for the sake of her members accepting her, but I wish that she, for her own sake, apologized to them. I know that that's kind of like her character trait. I feel like she's definitely very proud. I feel like she's far from perfect. She has many faults, and I feel like she's still being shackled a bit by her, obviously her past, right? Her past, Kreisik specifically. But I genuinely, maybe I'm thinking about it from like my own perspective a bit too much, because all I'm thinking about is if I were in Soyo's position and I did something as horrible as that, and I would not be able to be in the same room as any of the members, because the guilt would just eat me from inside out. I would not be able to just come into like a radius of like 10 meters around any of the members before I go on my knees and apologize to all of them, right? Especially, I feel like especially Anon and another member that I'm gonna talk about after this, Tomori. But yeah, that's my only thing. I still feel very conflicted on Soyo as a character. I think she's well written, extremely so. I think she's a very complex character. But when it comes to, do I like her as a character? Would I want to be her friend? That's where my confliction is. That's where I'm conflicted. You know, I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So that's how I feel about Soyo right at the end of this. Let's go into, I feel like, let's go quickly into Ave Mujica. We don't know much about them, so this is gonna be pretty quick. First of all, the three girls that we haven't seen much of. The bassist, whose name I forgot, who looks a lot like Ray. Uika and Nyan, the cat, the influencer, the TikToker. So them three we don't know much about. I really like their chemistry together. It feels like they genuinely are just having fun and enjoying it. It doesn't seem like they have too much trauma. They don't have like a Kreischick experience. So they seemed like in the changing room they were pretty fun. Not much to say about them. Okay, let's go forward onto the main two, Saki and Mutsumi. Let's go into Mutsumi. Mutsumi is the other person who I would equate to Tomori. But I can't say too much about her. Just because we haven't seen her backstory and her reasons for all of her decisions in the past. Now, I am going to say, I feel horrible for her, for everything that's happened to her, for all of the people that have used her. I feel horrible for her. She's been so sweet. She's been such a sweetheart. You guys did tell me that because she is like, she's been given like everything since birth. Because she is like, she was born into a rich household, but the one thing that she did by herself was grow the cucumbers. We saw her like watering the cucumbers and stuff like that, and she gave those cucumbers to MyGO. So that's like a big thing for her, right? It was one thing that she made on her own and then gave that to MyGO members, which was absolutely incredibly sweet from her, incredibly sweet. And then that ended up. How much must it have hurt when Soyo did what she did to her, man? I can't imagine how much that must have hurt her. It's awful what she must have gone through. Not just that, but also the reason I say that we don't know much about her is because I'm still not 100% sure on why she sided with Saki at the end. I've seen some people say that she sided with Saki because she wanted to kind of cushion Saki's blow, right? She didn't want Saki to take all of the blame for it, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna help out Saki in this situation, right? I'm going to take some of the blame as well and lift some of the weight off of Saki's shoulders when she did that. If that's true, then I fucking respect that so much, because it didn't change the fact that Kreischick would have disbanded, right? Kreischick would have disbanded whether Mutsumi said that or not, right? But Mutsumi saying that alleviated Saki's or like made Saki I don't know, did it even alleviate some of the hate that Saki has gotten? I don't even think it did, like from the other members. I don't think it did, but it's the thought that counts, right? I feel like if that is the case, if that is the reason why she did it, if it isn't the reason, if there was something more there, if that was something that they arranged beforehand, I don't know. I hope that we get like a definitive answer in the next season, unless I missed something, but I hope we get a definitive answer, because it could have been very well, from what we've seen, at least from what I remember, from what we've seen, it could have been prearranged, right? For some reason, it could have been Saki using Mutsumi in prearranged. It could have been Mutsumi having her own reasons. I don't think so, but I don't know. That's the problem, right? So yeah. So I love Mutsumi so much, but there is still just some slight details about her that I need to know before I make like full judgment of her character. And then Saki. We come to Saki, the last character that I want to talk about. Jesus, this video is gonna be long. Holy shit! I just noticed this. Well, it's fine. So Saki, the most from what I've seen in the comments, the most hated character. Woo! The villain. The villain. She does give off villain energy, doesn't she? Like with the masks and stuff like that. She gives off heavy villain energy. So the reason I say I changed my opinion on her a bit when I saw the last scene is, so how I interpreted it is, well, there's still some things that I don't understand about her character. That's gonna be explained in Ave Mujica, I'm sure. Is, okay, I still don't understand. She was, because when, oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, theories are just forming on the spot. This is me usually at like 10, 11 p.m. in my bed, but right now neurons are firing. Okay, so, oh, when she was in Tsukunomori, we saw her dead. Right now, at the end, we saw her be, him be alone and just drinking a bunch of beers. So I'm guessing their parents either A, got a divorce, or B, something else happened to the mom. But we didn't see a mom inside. Which, I'm gonna guess that the mom was the reason that she was able to go to Tsukunomori, that she was able to live a carefree life. I'm guessing that something must have happened to her. This is purely conjecture, by the way. I may be completely wrong. And please don't correct me unless I missed it and it was already explained, because I'm not sure. I know that the game has recently only gotten like the MyGO story, and I'm pretty sure you guys did say that this season has been made completely original. I don't know if there's any kind of continuation in the game, like if Ave Mujica story is already in the game or not. If there is, don't spoil anything, obviously, for me. If it isn't, then I guess you can't spoil anything to me for me. But yeah, I would guess that her mom was the reason that she was able to afford to go, or at least her family being a lot happier and being a lot more stable was the reason that she was able to go to Tsukunomori. And then something must have happened where in her family where okay, as I said, this is conjecture, I may be completely wrong, but where her family lost that income. Now, whether that being the mom divorcing and just refusing to pay anything for Saki and stuff like that, which would just make her mom a fucking bitch, or it was something more sinister. Maybe, you know, her mom passed away or something, and that maybe broke her dad as well, and they lost all of their income, basically, and that's why Saki needs to work, and that's why maybe Saki decided, you know what, when that happened, maybe Saki decided, I can't be in a band that is not going to allow me to make a living off of it, right? Because maybe she just didn't see Kreischick doing the numbers needed to make money that she needed for her family, or probably for her, because I don't know how she feels about her dad. She didn't seem very happy about him, but yeah, I don't know if her plan is to you know, make money for both herself and her dad, or just herself. But yeah, maybe she just didn't see that she had to make a decision. Do I want to goof around in this band, or do I want to take music seriously? Because we see that she is very serious about music, right? She's always practicing the piano and stuff like that. So maybe that's why she's pulling together the Avengers to basically just get in, or like raise the level of the group that she's gonna be in, so she can make more money off of it. Which, I'm gonna be honest, okay, if we don't consider all of her manipulation that she's done to Mutsumi and to anyone, and all of the way that she handled it, I think definitely is far from perfect, right? It's definitely not, no matter what your goal was, to break off a band in that fashion is just not the way to do it. If that was the case, she could definitely have talked to them and told them and be like, you know, and be adamant about it. No one's forcing her to be in a group. She could have told them, but I guess, yeah, she is a moody teenager. If I'm gonna guess that she was not in a good mental place. I don't know why I'm forming this as like a headcanon already, but it kind of is to me. Yeah, so she's far from perfect, but you know what? Considering everything, or not considering everything, sorry, discounting the mental manipulation, I can't blame her for choosing to make her music more not make her music, but trying to get the bag, you know, trying to get the bag with her music. I genuinely don't think that her choosing the teammates based on their fame, based on their face, based on their skills is necessarily a bad thing. Because it's pretty normal in like the real world, right? A lot of the times there's gonna be like auditions or something like that for bands or for not even bands, but just music groups in general. And they are usually chosen based on their skill and their face. Especially if you look at like J-pop groups, K-pop groups, stuff like that, right? So it's not unusual. So I think that I can see where she's coming from, if that is the case. But we're gonna be seeing more about that in Ave Mujica. It's gonna be less than an hour. Let's go. Less than an hour video. Jesus fucking Christ. This is one of the longest ones that I've done for a single episode. Wow. What an incredible series. And the support we got on this was absolutely just incredible. Like, all of the support that you guys have shown on these videos has been even better than in the original BanG, so I appreciate it a lot. It's been so much fun just reading the comments and watching this with you guys. So thank you. And we have still at least about a week of content of like the BanG anime. And then we'll see how we go from there. We'll see what you guys vote for. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here before it becomes 1 hour. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in, well, whatever we do next. Peace.